guys ready for another positive mindset video? Just keep watching. Kylie Jenner isn't my inspiration. The more aware you are that you create your reality, the less it needs to fall apart to get your attention. You have the power to change anything because you are the one who chooses your thoughts and you are the one who chooses your feelings. You're in control of all of those things, you guys. I get it. I get depression. I've been depressed. If you knew how powerful your thoughts were, you would never think a negative thought ever, ever, ever again. Thinking positive is gonna lead to health rather than sickness. Doesn't it make sense to you that thinking negative will lead you to sickness and diseases and cancers and all these bad things? Doesn't that make sense to you? What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for coming back. I appreciate it. This video is another positive mindset video. I'm pretty much going to be talking about things that help me, quotes that help me, just a lot of uplifting stuff. I've heard that this really does help you guys, and I've heard positive feedback for these kinds of videos, and I'm forever grateful for you guys that do let me know that I have really changed your mentality. When I was going through a rough time, which was like not that long ago, I didn't know anybody that thought the way that I think now. I was searching for somebody that could mentor me and help me, and I couldn't find it. I didn't know any really positive people, people that just loved to uplift, and it was their passion to uplift, and I was just searching for that, and I was like, you know what, how about I become that? And a lot of people that I know need that in their life, and I was like, I'm just gonna become it. I'm gonna stop searching and I'm gonna become it, and that's what I did. And so here I am today. I have spent so many hours looking at a lot of content that talks about mindset, positive mindset, growth mindset, and I have really changed my life. So I really do hope that I help you guys. If I do, please send me a DM, comment down below, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it so much. If you guys like content like this, just stay tuned and you're gonna see lots of it. I do a good variety of different kinds of videos, so just stay tuned for the ones that you do like the most. Guys, I'm just gonna warn you, my kiddos are in the back and they're kind of loud sometimes, so they're watching a movie. I tried to keep them out. It's so impossible. This video is going to be a video on how the right way to eat your pineapple. And you gotta make sure that it's ripe, I heard. So I have tahini, of course. I mean, I can't forget the tahini. I'm gonna cut off the top. I hope that's what you're supposed to do. And it smells ripe. So next, I don't know if I'm doing this right, guys. I watched. There's not like that many videos. A lot of people failed this because you're supposed to make sure it's ripe enough. My mom and my sister and I, yeah, that's right. We're trying this. Oh yeah, it was a fail. So make sure it's ripe. Yes. Check it out. Gotta put that tahini on there. Oh, yes. Okay, a lot of people have been coming forward and letting me know that my content has been helping them, and that helps me as well when you guys let me know that my content is helping you. Why? Because I do this for you guys. I love to learn about mindset and I love to learn about mental health, and I don't focus on the bad mental health. I know the bad mental health. I know, I've been through it. I don't want to go there anymore. I know what that feels like. I'm familiar with it. I lived with it for a really long time. I want to go forward. I want something different. I don't want to keep feeling the same feelings because, like I said, I'm familiar with feeling depressed, feeling lonely, feeling like shit, feeling like I don't want to do anything, feeling like I want to crawl under a hole. I know all those feelings and I don't talk about them anymore. I don't talk about my past and what I've been through. I went through it and I'm putting it away. I'm ready for the next chapter in my life. I'm not going to keep talking about it and then the universe responds to who you believe you are and then getting that back to me. I have my journal and I journal a lot. Well, I'm starting to journal more now, but I use this for my YouTube notes. I really have been going for the positivity, and after every video I make sure to uplift you guys and feed you guys some amazing things. And sometimes I'm going to feed you guys some things that sound familiar. That way you know you're not alone. And sometimes I'm, you know, all the time I'm going to be uplifting you. I get asked a lot, how do you do this, Lisa? You look so happy all the time. And I just recently was like, you know what, I'm going to show everything. I am happy most of the time, almost all of the time. Sometimes I do get caught up in real life and then I find myself in a bad mood. And then I have to remind myself, you're gonna die, Lisa, get over it. When I remember that Gary Vee video, and if you follow me on my social media, you know that I post that Gary Vee video every once in a while. Why? Because it's a reminder and it's the truth. You're gonna die. So stop bitching about your order that didn't come out right, or stop bitching about your coffee that wasn't made correctly. Yeah, you're going to pay for that coffee. Yeah, you know, that's your money. But people, like Gary Vee says, be thankful you're not living through the Black Plague. Be thankful that that's your biggest problem right now. Some people woke up and they are being told that they got diagnosed with cancer. Some people woke up and found out that they lost a family member. People have bigger problems and people always have it worse than you. So just remember that when you are complaining about something. And I'm not saying this to put you down. Anything I say, I promise that my intentions are always to be right beside you, never against you. So just when thinking about me, just know that I always have good intentions, and some people just get rubbed the wrong way with me, and you really just have to meet me, because sometimes I'm nothing like you think I am, and I purely have good intentions, and I believe that I do have a good soul. I do believe that I am a good person, and I do believe that I serve my purpose. I always pray to God every morning, and I'm like, or every morning and every night, I'm like, God, please use me. Use me for anybody that needs me. Use me to help people, to help heal. Use me. And any situation that I find myself in, it quickly pops in my head. I am being used to help, you know, serve my, I need to serve my purpose. I believe I was put on this earth to help people. I believe that I am supposed to be greater than just a human being living on this earth. I believe that I am here to live so that I can change the world. I truly believe that I'm going to change the world. I'm going to do it. It doesn't take anybody validating that for me. I know I'm going to do it. I have big goals, and I hope you do too, because when you set your goals on a pedestal, and like when people think of Kylie Jenner, they're like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm never going to be like that. Some girls, Kylie Jenner isn't my inspiration. Not even the least. She is not my inspiration. She's beautiful. She, you know, like, you go girl, but she's not my inspiration. My inspiration is farther than that. People you wouldn't think would be my inspiration are my biggest inspiration. And one day I'll get into that, and one day I'll show you guys all these people that inspire me, because I have big goals, and if you know me personally, you know what I want to be in life. And it is far from Kylie Jenner and having fake boobs and butt, and it's nothing against people that like stuff like that. It's nothing against people that like makeup or anything. This is me and you are you. We are not the same people. I don't want to wear a bunch of makeup. Not that that's bad against you. Not that that's anything against you. I just am really going for love yourself 100%. And in my opinion, loving yourself is everything. If you love yourself and you wear makeup and eyelashes and have plastic surgery, that is totally fine. But I'm saying, take the plastic surgery off, take all the makeup off, and you love yourself 100%. You want to go out and look your best. My intentions are always to be right beside you, never against you. If you watch my content and you're a supporter of me, I don't care if you ever get annoyed of me or anything, but I do ask for you to keep an open mind when you're listening to my content for you to understand me the most. Always stay in a high vibration, because high vibrations are going to attract positivity, positive things back, and low vibrations are going to attract negative things back. Let me give you an example. When I'm in a high vibration, everything's going good for me. You know those days where you're just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. The sun is out. Someone just, you know, paid for my coffee. You're in alignment with who you are. You're in alignment with your vortex. You're going to the store and you get every green light, and like you look banging. When you look in the mirror, you're like, oh sis, I look good today. My dark circles are not as dark today. Like, I don't know, just things like that. Like when you just feel good, you're in a good mood, your kid's not giving you attitude, everything is going good, and you're good on money. And like when you're good on money, for some reason everything's good, you know, and like that's attracting. So when you feel good, you're gonna keep attracting more things. You're gonna see the people that you like to talk to. You're gonna you know, everything that runs into you when you're in a high vibration, you're just gonna keep getting good things back. And let's say something bad does happen, you have to be optimistic. You can't be like, crap, everything's ruined. No, you have to say, I always say, look at the opposite side of what you're used to doing, unless you have mastered being optimistic. But that's how I started out. I was not optimistic. One bad thing happened to me and I was like, oh. But now when a bad thing happens to me, let's say my day's going amazing, and let's say I get a flat tire, and I'm just like, this is the way I would think if I got a flat tire and my day was going amazing. That would be annoying. Let's say it's a hot day and I get a flat tire. Instead of being pissed off and letting that kill my whole day, I say, thank God my kids didn't get hurt. Thank God I'm okay. Thank God that was the worst of the extent. That's how I look at it. I'm not like, oh my goodness gracious. When things happen to you, let go and let them happen to you, because that is, your destiny is not going to set you up for failure. Your destiny is not going to say, you know what, you know, you're going to get that flat tire and then your whole day, your whole week, not just your whole week, your whole month is going to go bad. No, your destiny wants the best for you. Your destiny, your vortex, who you are supposed to be one day, your alignment with who you are is going to be for you, never against you. So you need to realize that if the guy that you're with keeps cheating on you, and then you keep going back to him, and then it keeps happening, and you're like, why? Maybe you're not supposed to be with that person, you know, like, and then you keep going back to him, and then you wonder why this keeps happening, why your life is so sad all the time. And it's because you keep trying to force things that are not meant to be. What is for you will be for you effortlessly. You're gonna keep going on a hamster wheel. It's just gonna keep happening. You can't force what is not meant for you. You can't force things to happen. You cannot say, no, this is my guy. Sometimes you think it's your guy and it's not really your guy. I don't know, this is just an example. When sadness comes to stay, let it sit with you for a little bit and then say goodbye to it. Sadness does not own you, you own it. You own all of your emotions. Sadness is not here to stay forever. Those feelings that you have that make you feel horrible are only here temporarily. They are not here to stay forever. You have to let go and realize for the rest of your life, you're gonna feel sadness. You have only lived like a tiny portion of your life. You have to be okay with feeling sadness. Right now, you have to be okay with that, because you're gonna feel it a lot and you're gonna keep feeling it. You're gonna keep feeling it for the rest of your life. You're gonna always feel sadness. That is something that you cannot control. You're always, not necessarily sadness, but just things are always gonna happen. And you have to realize, you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with that, because You do not want to keep being let down. When you're okay with the fact that sadness is going to happen, and when you finally just accept that, when sadness happens, you're not so let down. When life goes to shit, you're not so let down. Life is going to go to shit a lot of times in your life, and sometimes more than others. Sometimes it's going to happen more severe than other times. You need to accept it right now. The more aware you are that you create your reality, the less it needs to fall apart to get your attention. I like that. Do you like that? Comment down below. You have the power to change anything because you are the one who chooses your thoughts, and you are the one who chooses your feelings. You're in control of all of those things, you guys. I get it. I get depression. I've been depressed. You're the one in control of that. If you're having a bad day and you feel really sad, you're allowing yourself to feel that way. I have been through a lot myself, and I have never, ever taken antidepressants. I don't believe in that kind of stuff. The power of the mind can heal anything. Our minds are our biggest poison, and our minds could be the complete opposite as well. What is the opposite of sickness and depression? What is the opposite of all those things? What is the opposite of all the toxic relationships you have? It's happiness, joy, all these good things, right? If you knew how powerful your thoughts were, you would never think a negative thought ever again. Doesn't it make sense to you that thinking positive is going to lead to health rather than sickness? Doesn't it make sense to you that thinking negative will lead you to sickness and diseases and cancers and all these bad things? Doesn't that make sense to you? Because it makes sense to me. There have been so many studies shown, and I can't get into this right now because this is a whole nother topic, but it is proven you can heal cancer by the way you think. I know somebody that healed their cancer by using the power of their mind. It's real. I believe in it 100%. When you go to a restaurant and you order something, I tell people this all the time, you expect that to come back to you exactly how you ordered it. Life works the same exact way. You get in life what you order, what you ask for. You get in life what you have the courage to ask for. If you're asking for drama and you're all about the drama and you pay attention to every negative comment that is made towards you and all the negative opinions and all the haters, and you're just like, oh, these haters, and you're just like, oh my gosh, my mom is always hating on me, my mom is always saying this and that about me. If you pay attention to those comments, and if you're not tuning out the noise, you're gonna keep getting whatever you're paying attention to, whatever you're consuming, you're gonna keep getting that back in your life. You need to really tell yourself that you are this important, and worry about your self-care for once and your self-love, and say, I am going to take out all these negative people. There was a point where I was so lonely in my life that I just wanted anybody to come visit me. I was like, come visit me. Even though this person was so toxic, always about the drama, I loved her laughs and I wanted her around. But all she could talk about was negative things. And I was like, I can't talk to you anymore. And I still have it. And it sucks, but that's what they focus on. You know, when those people, that's all they focus on is drama and keep talking about people instead of positive, uplifting things that are going to move you forward, you're going to stay talking about people getting nowhere if that's who you're hanging out with. If you hang out with people that want better for their lives and are used to the same repetition and the familiar routines, you're going to, you go wherever you allow yourself to go. It's all about what you believe you're worth. Our mind is going to convince us every single morning when we wake up. It's going to convince us to keep doing the same exact routines. I heard this somewhere from Joe Dispenza. You wake up, you brush your teeth, you drink your coffee, you change, you take your shower, whatever, you drive to work the same way, talk to the same people, see the same people, pick up your kid from school, go home, whatever, go to school, go whatever, go work out. It's familiar. You keep doing that same thing because you're familiar with it. When our bodies try to do something different, such as eat healthier, work out, when we're trying to better our lives and do something different, our mind is telling us, no, Lisa, go back and lay down in bed. Go, you have your extra time and you usually spend that time napping. Go back and take a nap and go scroll your phone on Instagram for like 10 hours. And then before you know it, it's time for bed. No, you have to say, no, I'm gonna control you. You are my thoughts and my emotions. I own you, you don't own me. You need to take that power back. I have really learned to write things down, especially when something is going on in my life. I have learned to write things down and carry journals, because when you hold that on your shoulders, it gets heavier and heavier and heavier, and you keep carrying that, and then you keep bottling it up. And when you write it down, you let it out and you let it go. When you write it down, you release it from yourself. Sometimes when I'm journaling and I'm writing things down, it helps me realize that certain things bother me. Just let your mind write whatever it wants to write, like when you meditate, which I haven't even got into yet. Like, I haven't started doing that yet, but when I do, I will definitely share it with you guys. When you start writing things down, you allow your mind to go on and think the way it wants to think, and you write it down on paper, and then that way it's there and locked and you can't get rid of it unless you decide to. But it helps you realize, oh my gosh, maybe this is something I need to focus on, because this is something that my mind is thinking about and I need to let it go and move on. So journaling is a really effective way of when dealing with things, you know, that are bothering you in life, and that are when you're having a tough time. Connect with positive people, because they're out there. I didn't realize this because I kept attracting negative people in my life. I had negative friends that kept talking about the same things, and then I started talking about those things, and then the universe was responding to who I believed I was and sending me more negative people, and before you know it, my whole circle was negative. So I cut all those people out, and I only let positive in my life, because my time and energy is valuable, and if I see someone is being negative, I don't want to talk to them. It's plain and simple. What do I do to higher my vibration? Things that I do to higher my vibration are things that I love. I like to go look at plants, and I like to look at clothes, and not just regular clothes, but clothes that are unique. I like to play with my kids. My boyfriend hires my vibration. He is my everything. He is, as soon as I see him, I light up. He's the love of my life. There's no other man like him, and when I see him, he just lights me up with joy, and I love that man. He's amazing, and he reminds me a lot about my dad. Like, him and my dad are a lot alike, and maybe that's why I love him. Our thoughts are our biggest poison. I already said that. So what are you guys consuming? Since we talked about all of that, what are you consuming? Think about that for a second. Are you consuming bad things? Are you consuming good things? Are you around people that are just talking about other people? Just make sure that you cut out negative people and people who make any comments that make you feel shitty. Cut them out. I don't care if it's gonna be my family. I don't care if it's gonna be my people that make me feel bad. Like, people I expected to be there for me in my life. I cut them out. Why? Because I'm not gonna allow their absence to keep putting me down, to keep remembering, oh my gosh, this person's missing. They're not there for me anymore. You know, I'm not gonna let that consume me, because I was headed a really bad place when I let that consume me, and I'm not headed there anymore. I'm headed for greater things. If you allow bad things to continue in your life, and like I just talked about, if you keep allowing people that are gonna talk about other people, if you keep allowing bad things in your life, anything negative, anything that isn't for you, anything that isn't gonna benefit you, you're gonna keep getting that same exact thing back. So just make sure that you're careful with your time and who you're associating with, because that is everything. The people that surround you are gonna be what you become. If you're around a bunch of drug dealers, you're gonna become a drug dealer, most likely. If you're around a bunch of millionaires, you're gonna become a millionaire, most likely. If you're around a bunch of negative people, you're gonna become negative. If you're around a bunch of positive people that are uplifting and amazing, you're gonna become uplifting and amazing and positive. It's just the way things work. So I think I'm just going to read a few more quotes for you that have helped me. You attract the energy you give off. Spread good vibes and think positive and enjoy life. You'll be too much for some people. Those aren't your people. Bad comments are not going to dictate my behavior. Their good comments are going to make me smile and it's amazing, but I don't rely on them to keep going forward. I'm going to do it no matter what, because I'm going for what I am supposed to be in life. I am going for it. That is who I am. I'm going to become it whether anybody's by my side or not. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Nothing else to say about that one. It's just simple and true. Comment down below if you remember Lucas. Lucas was alive when I was a child. Do you feel betrayed because they aren't like you expected, or because they are just the way they are? Yeah. The right people are going to hear you differently, guys. I don't care. I don't care if you have anything negative to say. Haters that nitpick random ass things off of me, my hair, my eye circles, my ugly ass nails that look like shit all the time, the things I wear, the way I talk, the way I try to inspire. I don't care. You guys have nothing to do with whether or not I'm gonna make it one day. I'm gonna do it with or without your approval. I actually like when people tell me something negative, especially when it comes to my content. You guys remind me of who I do not want to be and who I'm trying to get away from. So those of you that do hate on me, thank you. I appreciate you. It's better to be judged by people when you create something than to have not created anything at all. Right? 7.5 billion people in the world, and you're gonna let the opinion of one stop your good energy? You're better than that. I've worked too hard for my happiness to be affected by people and things that don't understand the time and energy I've put into myself. My phone is filled with positive things that have helped me. My phone is filled with so many things. Just recently I was like, I'm just gonna start putting it in my YouTube videos because it's really hard doing everything. Even though I would love to, being a mom of 3 is really crazy sometimes. So I would really appreciate if you guys subscribe to my channel, because I put my all into one place, which mainly is going to be YouTube. So yeah, I appreciate you guys and I love you guys and I would love to connect with you. So please send me a DM if you guys are interested in talking about some amazing things. I would love to do that with you guys. And sorry about my kiddos if they made any noise. They're just being kids. I love you guys. You guys are amazing and beautiful and I believe in you. And I really truly think that you can get through anything. Give it a thumbs up if this does help you in any way. Even if I change one person, that means everything to me, because so many people are lost and I don't want you guys to be lost. I was lost and it hurts to be lost. I want you guys to be happy. I want everybody to make it. I want everybody to be content and free and at peace. So thank you guys so much for your support. I will see you guys in my next video. Stay tuned. Make sure to hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss any future videos. Bye guys. Stay positive. I believe in you. You guys are gonna make it. This feeling is only temporary. Remember that. I ate too much pineapple.